My name is Michaela Martin, and today I'll be demonstrating to you how to plant the herb known as Stevia. Did you know that gardening is the most popular outdoor recreational activity in America? The best thing about keeping a garden is that you will be able to enjoy homegrown vegetables, fruits, and herbs. Not only is gardening good in that regard, but it also provides an escape from reality that allows you to relax. Today I'll be demonstrating how to plant the herb known as Stevia, which is a personal favorite of mine. During the next few minutes, I will show you how to properly choose a good location for your Stevia, prepare your Stevia for planting, and finally, how to plant your Stevia in its prime location. Stevia grows best in a sandy loam soil that keeps it wet enough that it doesn't dry out, but it doesn't like to be overly wet. In mediocre conditions, Stevia will generally grow to 2 feet tall and 2 feet wide. I have had a Stevia reach much larger, so you should be prepared to have it be larger than you expected. The main reason for growing Stevia is for the use of the broad green leaves it produces. These can be used as a sweetener, and to use the Stevia as a sweetener, you must dry the leaves, then powder them, and then you can add them to any drink or food that you would like. To maximize leaf production, you should cut the top of a large Stevia off, so wait till it's grown quite a bit, and that will allow it to branch and therefore produce a bigger leaf yield. So when you're preparing to plant, you need to choose a good location based on the Stevia's, or whatever plant, its needs. So does it like sun or shade? Does it like to be wet or dry? Stevia itself likes to be in full sun, and it likes to like a medium wetness. So I chose this location because we've got sprinklers and there's no shade for it anywhere, which is good for Stevia. So when you choose your location, you need to dig a hole big enough for this pot that it comes in at the store. It needs to be able to fit inside. Make sure that the top of the container, of the dirt inside the container, is even or below ground level, because otherwise the roots will not get covered, and any long air exposure for the roots is a bad thing because they will die and then the plant will die. So when you are, the hardest part of the planting process is taking the Stevia out of this container. So you want this to be a 2-person process, so Julia, thank you. So the root ball, which is the dirt inside the container, so you just catch the dirt basically. This can snap the stalk of your plant because it's so heavy, but you want to leave the root ball intact because of the roots inside. They're very delicate and you don't want to be breaking them. So place your plant inside. Make sure that it's above or even or below ground level. And so then you can just fill it in. Make sure that all the roots are covered. And you want to make sure also that the plant is in the middle of your hole. Otherwise, the roots will not have even room to grow and expand, and without a good root structure, the plant will not thrive. So when you have your plant in your hole, make sure that it's, first of all, as upright as you can get it, and also make sure you pack down the dirt, because without packing it down there will be air bubbles underneath the soil, and that also, not only is it bad for the roots itself, but it prevents water intake. So make sure you pack this down. And the most important thing you can do for your plant when it's newly planted is to water it, because without water the roots will not take hold. So it's like a sealant. The water itself is like a sealant. So when you plant your plant, water it as soon as possible afterwards, otherwise it will soon wilt and die. I have just demonstrated to you the proper way to prepare and plant the herb known as Stevia. Hopefully you understand how to do this and will be able to put these skills to use in the future. Now that you know how to properly plant the Stevia, you can profit from all the benefits of its growth. But don't stop here. Expand your knowledge of gardening so that you can enjoy all sorts of different vegetables and fruits. Hopefully, the skills I have taught you will will enable you to enjoy the fruits of your labor in the future.